Since the beginning of my nomad journey more than 4 years ago, Mexico has slowly become my second home.
So I recently moved to Mexico alone. I'm going to be backpacking solo through Mexico. I am officially back in Mexico.
A place where I return to time and time again to find peace, community, and self-discovery.
I'm so lucky!
A place where I have found myself more times than I can count. But one thing that never ceases to amaze me, no matter how many times I come here, is the sheer size and immense diversity of this country. This will be my 5th trip to Mexico, and rather than revisiting my go-to spots in the West, I've gone southeast to the Yucatan Peninsula, an area that I've purposefully avoided in the past because of its resort-saturated tourist hubs where the real Mexico is nowhere in sight. However, there is a place just a few hours south of tourist land that's been living in the back of my mind for quite some time. Nestled at the bottom of the Yucatan Peninsula, surrounded by ancient cenotes, lush jungles, and a massive cerulean blue lagoon that gives the town its name. I've been on countless solo adventures all throughout Mexico, but this time, I'm not here alone. Meet Sam and Kendall, 2 solo travelers I met in early 2022 at a hostel in Sayulita. It's honestly really rare to find travelers that you see more than once, let alone become best friends with, and after sharing countless experiences together throughout Mexico, the 3 of us felt an indescribable pull towards Bacalar. So here we are, back in the country that brought us together with an unspoken desire to find magic in the Yucatan.
This is so cute. Oh my God.
Bacalar welcomed us with an air of laid-back contentment. No frills, no fluff, and from the moment I arrived, I felt an immediate sense of ease and comfort, as if I had been here before.
So we're just walking around the town square and there is just a casual fort in the middle of it. This place is actually so amazing. I am blown away every day. We were just saying we're like getting back in our travel flow.
Yeah.
Which if you backpack a lot or travel a lot, you know what that means.
Yes.
And it's just, there's no better fucking feeling.
When you just feel like you're in the right place at the right time and meeting all the right people.
Yes.
Before Bacalar was conquered by the Spanish in 1543, this town was an important trading center for the indigenous Mayan people who referred to Bacalar as La Laguna de Siete Colores, for obvious reasons. At first glance, you could easily mistake this place for an enchanting Caribbean beach, and the town itself does have a small, lazy beach town vibe, except there's no beach.
Like, lake life is super different than any beachside town I visited in Mexico, so super chill, like not packed with tourists.
We made our way down to the dock in the center of town and were greeted by dozens of locals taking an afternoon dip in the lagoon, something that quickly became part of our daily routine. But after a few days of this, we were ready for something new.
All right, we're going on our first outing, official outing here in Bacalar. Just hailed a cab. So we're going to Los Rapidos,
which is by far the most popular tourist destination in the area. And after a 20-minute drive outside the town of Bacalar, we immediately understood the hype.
Well, despite the name Los Rapidos, it actually is a super chill, lazy river that's like incredibly crystal clear, and you're surrounded by all of these beautiful mangroves and palm trees, and it's just so relaxing. There is a 200 peso entrance fee, which is a little steep if you're asking me, but we're just gonna hang out here all day and make the most of the beautiful water and weather.
There is no denying how beautiful and pristine this river is, but after spending the day with all the other tourists, we were yearning for something more authentic. So we asked our local friend Hector, the owner of our favorite cafe in town, for his recommendations.
And he told us about this place called Sakha, which is right next to Los Rapidos, where we were the other day. It is all locals, and it's on like a very beautiful, tranquil, just piece of water on the lagoon. And you can rent these palapas for 100 pesos. We got some hammocks because We are feeling pretty heat exhausted, but it's been really nice and the water is just so gorgeous.
Sakha directly translates to white water in the local Mayan language. And unlike the neighboring Los Rapidos, we were the only foreigners here.
You can actually rent kayaks here and kayak down the canal into Los Rapidos. So if you want to kind of just hack the system, have your own little palapa and then rent a kayak for like an hour, you can go and see Los Rapidos. So it's kind of cool if you just want to have like a little bit of a different experience because there's like no tourists here at all.
This uncommercialized gem is clearly beloved by local families. And despite the beauty and tranquility all around us, my favorite part about this place was simply being a part of the local community, even in the smallest of ways.
We're just having a very lovely time, having our gigantic papas fritas, fresas con crema.
So happy right now.
Literally in our happy place, and everyone is just so freaking cute and nice. Ugh.
One of my favorite things about the Mexican culture is how family is one of, if not the most important aspect of life. And here at Sakha, I observe this cultural value for what feels like the 100th time here in Mexico. Surrounded by siblings, grandparents, aunts and uncles, all enjoying quality time with one another. We were really starting to fall in love with Bacalar. Its calm, peaceful energy forced us to slow down and appreciate the little things more than we usually do. All the adorable cats and dogs we stumbled upon on street corners and cafes, the overgrown vines and flowers and greenery on side streets, and beautiful sunsets overlooking the lagoon. But the best part about this town is that while tourism does exist, it hasn't taken over. It's still an unassuming little Mexican town, and every local we met welcomed us into their community with nothing but warmth and kindness. Our days were slow and simple, usually starting with coffee and breakfast in our hostel kitchen, maybe some journaling and a few hours of computer work, followed by a yoga flow on the deck or a trip to the local gym. It didn't take long to find our favorite spots around town. From the family-owned cafe down the street from our hostel to the local fruteria where we'd buy fresh eggs and produce, and of course, La Catrina, aka the one and only salsa dancing spot in town where locals and travelers alike gather from all over to dance the night away to live music in the open-aired restaurant.
I think the heat's getting to me. Not feel great.
It wouldn't be a proper trip to Mexico without some stomach issues involved.
So I have a parasite and a bacterial infection. Stomach is just really unwell.
How do you have them both? That's crazy.
I know.
So now I never go anywhere without what I call the gut trifecta: charcoal pills, antacids, and Imodium.
At least these beds are super comfy. And I got my liquid IV. Staying positive.
I just like need one day of like couch vegging in the AC
I know.
all day. And
Yeah.
I'll be back. You know?
Air conditioning is, let's say, sparse in Bacalar, so the best and only way to cool off in the relentless afternoon heat is taking a dip in the lagoon or spending a few hours at a local cenote.
We're leaving our favorite hostel.
So sad.
So sad.
Only come and stay here if you come to Bacalar.
Vibes. amazing. We're literally gonna come back and hang out with all the volunteers because they're just the best.
Hostel El Mar stole our hearts in just a week and a half.
It was so freaking great. It's pretty new and you can tell the dorms are so beautiful. Like the amount of natural light and just views out into the gorgeous jungle tropicalness is just unmatched. And the staff, we just love them. It makes such a difference when you like the people working there, and it really just adds to the overall environment. But there were so many like little things that we loved. Like they had this beautiful coffee machine that I have never seen at a hostel before, and they do laundry for you for free, which is absolutely unreal.
The staff, the amenities, and the tranquil environment is a combination you cannot take for granted at a hostel. So we were so sad to find out that they were fully booked when we tried to extend.
Now off to our Airbnb.
But if I've learned anything throughout my many years of travel, it's that control is an illusion, and your plans are gonna change whether you like it or not.
Never a dull moment.
And sometimes it can lead to something you didn't know you needed.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Muchas gracias. Ok, perfecto. Hola, buenas tardes. We made it. Good morning. So our Airbnb is like tucked away in this little local neighborhood of sorts. It's like a tiny little street off the main road. It's so freaking cute. It like almost feels like a bit of a homestay. So we're right next door to a local family and like sharing the yard with them. As much as we loved that hostel, checking in to this little casita has been just such a nice, relaxing way to just have our own space and just kind of unwind a little bit. It's in like this really cute courtyard kind of area with all of these other local families living like right next door. So right behind me is where we're staying, and then right next door are the owners, and then there's a whole area upstairs where we've been doing laundry, and there's a few other places that people are staying, but it really just feels like we're in a little local neighborhood, which I love. And there's also a family of kitties. This is one of them. They're so cute. Hi, dude. Super friendly, so if you're a cat lover, this place is for you. But I'll show you inside of our place. This is the front porch area. I'm actually working over here on the picnic table. It's just so lush and gorgeous. Walking inside is the little kitchen. It's super cute and has pretty much everything that we need. We've been chefing it up in here quite a bit. And then in here is our lovely air-conditioned room. Having this AC is just amazing. It's been extremely hot here. There's also a freaking hammock that you can just kind of lay across the room as sort of like the living space area, so that's hilarious. And then we have the bathroom. This shower is a 10 out of 10 on pressure and heat. And I will say in El Mar, the showers were definitely not up to par. So this has been a lovely change of scenery. But yeah, we only have like 2 days left here in Bacalar, which is unreal. It has absolutely flown by. I have loved it here so much, and the three of us, we travel Mexico so much, and I wouldn't say we're picky about what we like, but this place has hit like almost every box. And one of the things I love most about it is it just feels not overrun at all by tourists. Granted, we are here during shoulder season. It is November. I don't even know what month it is. So that's just been really, really nice to have that, walking around the streets, just feeling super safe and super comfortable. And I really plan to come back here. I have loved it so much.
But before we leave, there's one last thing we have to do.
We are going out on a sailboat today. It is a gorgeous sunny day. Gorgeous sunny day. The water looks so blue. Oh my gosh, look at this. What? Estamos en el bote. En el frente. I haven't been on a sailboat in a minute. This is so exciting.
Bacalar embodies a beauty and tranquility that's hard to put into words. And it's not just beauty in the physical sense. There's a unique energy that exists here. In the air, in the trees, in the people. A purity that makes you feel truly at peace. But only if you let it. Only if you slow down and allow yourself to be fully present in each and every moment. Only then are you able to find the beauty in its simplicity.
I love Bacalar.
Who is the cutest little bean? You look good.
Hey, vuelta, turn around, turn around.
you're killing it.
Yeah, you actually.
Like,
That's
it's
how you look the
insane.
whole time.
Yeah, you look
so
so
natural.
good.
Last dock walk. We're so emo right now.
Hey!
So murky though, dude. You look like the Loch Ness monster.
Oh my god. He's huge.
I was like, I thought you might want to check me out. Okay, I'm so happy that we just had this time and that we're going to Mexico City now.
Yes.
If that wasn't the case, I'd be crying right now.
Yes. Rock on.